Hello, welcome to another episode of Z3 RPG Development. This is going to be Z3 RPG 0.28.2. As soon as I update everything here. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, that's done. At least the plugins and parties. And now opening credits. Update this real quick. Yeah. Maybe not real quick, but quick enough. Yeah. Alright, so I've been playing around with this plugin, the database inheritance plugin, and apparently this overwritten stuff overwrites the inherited parts, so the inherited parts don't overwrite this. It's the other way around. So I don't want the drops to be overwritten, so I'm going to get rid of them for the enemy drops. Tried to extend them, but it just crashed. It didn't like that. It said something was not a function. Some kind of a reduced was not a function. I don't recall exactly what I said, but I think it's in the last video. Regardless, so I believe I fixed the drops, but they weren't working because the parent was overriding the child, if you will. Consider this the parent and these inheritance, the children of this, because they're inheriting from this. The slimes are inheriting from one slime, from enemy 1, ID 1. So ID 2, 3, 4, and 5 are inheriting from there. So these, the way I have it set up, add on to this, but the drop items don't work that way. They overwrite the from ID 1 overwrites the other IDs. But now that I've removed that, these guys will have their own drops. We'll actually replace these drops instead. It's kind of weird how that works, but so be it. Same thing with the rats and the bats and the hornets and spiders, anything else that's inherited. Blue crab. So okay, cool. Blue crab drops the same thing, but only less frequently. And I think I've seen blue crab do stone throw, which means that it is inherited. I'm going to test that out. Let's see what we got here. That's if its HP is there. Where's the crab? Here, crab. There we go. Always, but it's a rate of 3 compared to 4 and 5. So it doesn't do it very often. What I am going to do, just for the fun of it, is put a double attack on 5. So blue crab should do attack and double attack. Let's run this. Yes, I do want to save changes. A minute. Okay. I had to change some things around here because I realized that. Realized something was wrong. So let's test this out. About the blue crab. And kind of a weird place to have this. Basically what I wanted to see. So that's good. Blue crab, can get rid of that. So these are definitely added on. The action patterns are added together. Rewards are added together. Drop items are overwritten. These are now overriding the parents. Otherwise, the parent would override these. This is all added together to the parent. Same thing with these. So these traits are carried over into here. No tags, I believe, is the same thing. But I'm not worried about that. So that's good. Okay. So no real changes there. So from the last time I was working with the HUD for the actors in battle, the battle HUD will not show because I have it disabled. And I believe it, where is it? There. Right there. Battle visibility code return false. That means don't show it. Don't use it, rather. So the battle HUDs are not being used currently. I'm actually going to turn that on and see how it looks. There it is. So I'm going to put return true, which means do it. In other words. Yeah. It's kind of a small explanation. Whoops, wrong button. I meant to hit the debug button and I reset the game instead. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. So this. This is the device. Big time. This is not. Oh, at least I had 4. Like I said, there's 4 people in the party. You can get here. Someone else will say they might want to go over. Overlapping is what I'm doing in the first place. So, characters may overlap with party. These are overlapping. 3 or more enemies, it will overlap. So I may be able to do something about that. Quick. If I switch this down a little bit. Switch that over. I was thinking maybe putting him like across here, just going up. But if you have 8 enemies, you have to put it down here. You can walk across. I can simply just get rid of these, because you're not really supposed to have the HP until after you fought one. Get rid of this side completely. Do this. Alright. Anyway. Just a thought. So yeah. Okay. So I was doing something with skills here. Where is it? There we go. Kind of fixing these and putting new icons. Giant's Rampage needs to be reset, redone, and that would be my VX Ace project. Which I'm going to have to open up. Okay, there we go. What we got here? Okay. For a minute I wasn't sure if everything was there. Okay, so what I want to do is go to skills, database, right under here. Look for Giant's Rampage, which I don't know where that is. There it is. Okay, it's an axe skill. So I need to make sure you need an axe. And change the icon to see what we got here. Just looking through some of these icons. I could do that one. Not quite yet though. See if I can find something better. Skills and states. Maybe, maybe not. Weapons. Guess I could use that. Or could do something a little different. Let's see, there should be an axe near somewhere right there. And there we go. I'll just use that one. Okay. Special. Good. TP cost, good. Battle scene, all enemies. No TP gain. Physical attack. I'll leave that at 2. See what this one looks like. Oh, it doesn't show me. That's right. Okay. That's good there. Okay. Giant Rampage is set. Okay. Next thing I need to do is the damage type. And any effects. No effects, good. Take this formula. Normal element as damage is HP. Element normal. Good. 20 variance, no critical. Okay. I think that's everything. This is obviously different than the other one. Yeah. Only one weapon type needed. The axe. Attack formula, attack times 12 minus attacker times 12 minus defender defense times 6. Attacker attack. User actually. User to target. Yeah. I always forget exactly what it is. Okay. Good, so that's all set. Okay, now I gotta just replace and or add icons for the rest of some of the rest of these skills, like from here down. Definitely want to change that icon. But wait a minute, isn't these like, yeah, these are all VXAs. So I'm just gonna see what kind of icons they have. Start from the top here. See the icons in VXAs. Sweet kick. Kind of like electrical. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Dum de dum dum doo. Kind of like that one, but no. It tries to stun an enemy, and that's the one sort of that they're using. So I'm going to use the same. Quick attack. Here it is. That fisty thing. Which is this? Close enough. Lightning breath. Here we go. Aha. See what we got here. Skills and states. So there we go. Lightning. To do. Deals thunder damage to all enemies. There we go. Sleep breath. Good enough for that. Paralyzed breath. That's good enough. Paralyzed stare. I actually like that face, so I'm gonna leave that there. Poison cloud. Leave that there. Dark cloud. Good. Forget cloud. Taunt. Let's see what taunt has. If I can find taunt. Tackle. Probably passed it a couple times by now. Taunt might be something I added in. It might not be. These are all magic attacks. I do not see taunt. So I'm going to assume that's something I put in. Breath weapon. I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Attack up. Okay. And that's no particular type of damage. So, yeah. Might just leave that there like that. Or like this. Which it already is. What am I doing? Divine Breath. Enchantment spell. Let's see, yeah. So bottom to look through. Divine Breath is there. Didn't see enchantment spell. Therefore, we'll leave it. Try attack. Confusion zone, cleave. I think these are all pretty much okay. I like that. Just a tackle. Okay, so I'm going to actually start working where I left off at. 191. So I'm going to try 191. That's where I'm supposed to do this. Weapon break. Okay. Here it is. And that's a little fist thing. Kind of like that, which I'll do. My break is the same. Good. Zero shadow. Severe agility increase. Let's see here. Agility, agility, agility. So weapons. That looks like paralyzed and states. I don't see anything that represents agility. Elements, states, weapons. All right, so that's the one I'm using, not this one. Wait, there we go. I was looking at the wrong row, that's why I couldn't find it. Zero shadow, not armor break. Did it for the wrong one. Zero shadow. Yeah, it's definitely got the wrong icon on it. Triple shot. Bow. Okay, I can go over here for that. Okay. 1,000 arrows. Same icon. Where is it? There it is. Vanish. Okay, that could be the little running icon. This guy. Yeah, I don't see a better one. I don't see a better one. Therefore, here we go. Flare. Aha. Blinds all enemies. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that one. Thieves' luck. Increases his luck for a while. And that can be this one right there. Does it a 4-leaf clover? Assassin's Edge. It's like a knife. Yeah, dagger to be specific. And those are up here. Yeah. Valiant Edge. Same thing. Holy Blessing. Or Spirit's Blessing. Defense up. There we go, that's a cool one. Yeah. God's willed. Holy damage, okay. What icon are you using there? 102. Not the same. That'd be up here actually. Here we go. Well, these aren't the same icons because this is carried over from RPG Maker MV. These are the default ones. From there, not the VX Ace. So yeah, even tells you right here. But that's from MZ actually. This is an extension of the RPG Maker MZ icons. Not MV or VX Ace. Although I'm pretty sure the icons from MV was the same. I don't remember either way. Let's see something holy. Not quite well. These are states and skills and stuff. Oh well, so I'm gonna have to go with this one. Goddess Embrace. Huh. Okay. It's 545. I'm gonna put God's Will on 545. It's too far. 546. Okay. Magic Reflect. And yeah, it's like a mirror. Okay, I'm actually done with this episode. It's come to be about that time. So I will see you next time on Z3 RPG Development. Have a great day.